In this series, I started a landscaping business with $500,000 and a pickup truck in the hopes of making millions. Will I make it big or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back everyone to another episode of the landscape series. Right now, we actually got to bring our truck down to the shop because, well, when we finished the job up yesterday, I was closer to my house and I didn't want to run back to the shop with the tractor trailer, and I have my pickup truck at the house. So we're going to put it on the float and bring it over, check our emails, then we're going to try to finish up some jobs we started yesterday. That tile job we did yesterday with the farmer, he actually got the tile put in, so we're going to stop there, use the track loader and actually cover it all up so we can get paid for that job. And after I get that job done, I'm actually going to bring the track loader over to that rock wall job we did the other day so we can actually spread that dirt out, grab the excavator and bring it to another job site. I actually got a really busy day, so let's get started. So I'm on my way to the shop to drop the pickup truck off, and I had to pass the tile job we did, and guys, they did a good job. They got gravel put over, everything looks good. We just got to put the dirt back over so we can get paid, and this job's actually going to pay a nice bit. I'm so glad I bought this truck and excavator. It's actually getting us a lot more jobs, but right now I think our next purchase will be a dump truck of some sort, because as of right now we have to pay another company to bring us rock. After we get paid from these two jobs, we should have enough to actually buy a second-hand dump truck. So we're going to be looking at Marketplace and online at auctions to see if we can actually find one. I just got to make sure I buy one that's not too old and in bad shape, because we need something that's going to last a while for this company. Anyway, I got the truck dropped off, so when we're done today, we can actually drive our pickup truck home and leave this at the shop. I also checked a couple emails, and the job we're supposed to be doing next is actually a really big one. This couple actually bought a piece of property, and there's an old barn on it, so we gotta tear it down and do a full site prep so they can actually build a brand new home on the property. We gotta build a driveway, we gotta cut down trees. This is probably gonna be one of our biggest jobs to date, and it's gonna help us actually get our dump truck and possibly another piece of equipment. So in order to do that job, I'm actually gonna need that excavator right there, and I think the track loader will be better to spread that dirt out, and that way I can actually bring the excavator to the other job. I'm thinking it's not going to take me too long to spread this dirt over the pipe. The track loader does take a little bit to actually fire up, so hopefully we don't have too many problems with it. It is a bit older, but it's still a good piece of equipment. Yes, it fired up. Okay, so I really don't have time to let it warm up, so let's just get to work. It should only take me about 45 minutes to actually put this dirt over and actually try to level it up. Now the farmer actually come by later on and try to plow the field because there's going to be a bit more rocks and stuff into it, but he's not really concerned about that as long as we get the job done, and we might get more jobs like this, so that's a good thing. Well, I've been doing this for about 15 minutes now, and I must say this track loader makes it a lot easier. Now, we are a bit low, so I'm going to have to try to bring more dirt over and try to fluff it up a bit so they don't have a low spot. That's another job done by Duke Landscaping, and it was a pretty good job, I must say. We got it done. Now, there might be a few low spots, but when he actually plows the field, it will fix itself. So I'm going to load it onto the trailer, bring it to the next job, and then we're going to get paid, and I can't wait for that part. So the farmer just sent the money, and we made $15,000 off this job. Now we could have had it done in a couple hours, but we were waiting for them, so that slowed us down. So hopefully we can get more jobs like this in the future, because they're quick and easy jobs for the most part, and they pay really good. Well, we got that loaded up and off to the next job, but I think I'm gonna stop at the gas station before we actually go to the next job, for the fact that the track loader needs a bit of fuel. Perfect timing, no one here, so it makes it a lot easier to get in with the tractor trailer. Now, hopefully we can get close enough that we can reach with the pump. This is the only bad part about owning a construction company. You got big equipment and it takes a lot of fuel and it costs a lot of money. There goes $300, and we were only down a quarter of a tank. I just wanted to fill it up just in case we do have more jobs and we're not close to a fuel station, but that's expensive. I think in the future we should probably get a tank on our property so we can actually store more fuel. And you know what? I might get one for the truck, like a slip tank, so we can bring fuel with us. This homeowner right here actually spent so much money on this property. So this property used to be abandoned, and look what they got it made into. And we were here pretty much for a couple weeks now doing jobs. And I'm pretty excited for that. Because of them, we're able to buy more equipment. But we must be doing good, because this is actually the third job they got us to do since they bought this property, and it's actually helping our company a lot. The only thing I got left to do on this property is actually spread this dirt out, and there's actually a low spot right here, as you can see. We're going to try to fill that in and make sure the water flows away from the house so they don't have flooding in the future. But before I actually load the excavator up, I'm going to show you exactly what we did on this job. And we stayed here pretty late last night. We poured our very first concrete slab, and I think we did a good job. What do you guys think? The rock wall turned out amazing. There is a couple spots we're going to have to rake out, so we'll get that done before we actually leave today. But if you guys are enjoying this content and would like to see more landscaping series videos, smash the like button and subscribe. Alright, so I got the excavator actually loaded up, strapped down, and I think right now we should try to get this dirt put out so we can get paid the rest of the money. So we got $80,000 last night so we can actually buy material and pay the concrete guys. So we're going to make a profit of $40,000 off that 80, and we're still getting more money for the rest of the work we actually did. Okay, so it's been about an hour and I finally got this dirt spread out, and I must say it could have been done a little bit better. There's a little swell in the middle, but over time that will settle, and if they're not happy I will come back, but overall it looks a lot better. I just got $25,000 of the remaining balance for this job, so we ended up making $105,000, which is a lot of money. Now about $50,000 went to materials, but still we made a really good profit. Anyways, off to the next job. We don't have time to actually wait around. I'm gonna come by later and grab the track loader. I just got off the phone with the homeowner and we were going over what needs to be done for this job, and there's actually a couple trees and areas he needs mulched, and I just realized my excavator don't have the right hookups for that, so we're gonna have to rent something. So when we get this excavator dropped off, we're gonna run back to town and see if we can find something. Well, I just pulled up to the property and this is actually on the other side of town. So the homeowner wants a lot done with this property. So the first thing we gotta do, we gotta try to make a new driveway. There's a couple trees we gotta actually mulch. I'm not too sure which ones yet. So we're gonna have to call him back and make sure. And there's this barn down here he's actually gonna tear down. I mean, we are. And then he's gonna build a brand new house. So this area is gonna be really nice when it's done. And this job, we should be here for a nice while. Anyways, I'm going to unload my excavator now because we got to run to town. I was actually talking to the local dealership and they do have a machine with a mulcher and they got a root rake which will come in handy. The only problem is this machine is a little bit bigger than this one and I don't know if it's going to fit on our trailer. I sure hope it does, but if it doesn't fit on our trailer, they said they will deliver it. It's just we won't get it today, which wouldn't be good for the fact this is the only job we get left to do today and we still got a couple hours of daylight, and this job right here is actually going to be paying really good. So I gotta make sure the customers are happy and we get this job done on time. I'm guessing it's going to take us about a week to actually get everything ready. We still got to dig out for the foundation, but before I do that I want to get the trees knocked down and the roots out of the way just so it's easier to dig. I'm thinking in the future I'm actually going to see how much it would cost to get the right hookups so we can get our own mulcher and root rake, because we could save a lot of money if we had our own, because renting is expensive. Well guys, here it is. The excavator we ended up renting, we got a Cat 335. It is way bigger than we need, but this is the only one they had available, so we had to take it. And the root rake is actually really nice. I can't wait to actually use it. But just check this machine out. I wish I had the money to actually buy one like this, but right now it's probably too big for the size of company we have. Holy smokes guys, $1,500 for one day. We gotta make sure we get this done because I can't afford to get another bill like that. Okay, so I got it loaded on the trailer and guys, it barely fits. So we gotta be very careful when we're taking it off so we don't slip off. Yeah, you could definitely feel the difference in weight with this one compared to our 321. The truck is struggling a little bit, but we should be able to get over no problem. Anyways, I'm back to the property, so we're gonna unload this and we're gonna take our time. I really don't want to slip off. We're barely on. Okay, this is the hard part right here. Okay, we're sliding. Oh no. Good thing this road isn't too busy so I can actually put the arm on the ground so we can lift ourselves up and hopefully get off this trailer without beating up the pavement. But guys, that was actually really scary. At least we're getting off the trailer without sliding anymore. I would have liked to have a bucket. I didn't really want to put this attachment on the ground and beat it up, but I had to do that so we didn't slide completely off the trailer and possibly flip over. Anyway, let's get to work. So after talking to the homeowner, there's actually been a change of plans. So where the driveway is right now, he don't want it right there. He wants it on the main road. So we're gonna take down this big tree, mulch up this area, grab the root rake, then we're gonna come by and try to get all the roots and stumps out. That way when we're digging up the driveway it's a lot easier. So I've been doing this for about 15 minutes now and I'm starting to get a hang of this machine with the mulcher, and I must say I need to get one. It makes jobs like this a lot easier. I don't need to go with the chainsaw or the machete to actually clear a spot. I could just use the machine. Okay guys, I was talking to the dealership and they're actually coming by to grab this machine in about an hour because our trailer's just not big enough and I don't want to be charged another day. So I'm just going to dig up the stumps with this root rake, take all the roots out so we can start digging with our machine. Alright, so I just finished everything that needed to be done. We got all the trees down, we got all the stumps out of the way that we needed to. The truck driver for the dealership is almost here, so I'm going to bring this by the road where he can actually get it without having any trouble. Yeah, that should be good there. He should have no problem picking it up and it won't be in the way for us. But guys, this is actually going to be it for this video. If you're enjoying this landscape series, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.